Good morning, girls. We are on a journey these next few weeks to lose a few pounds. I gained a lot of weight after the holidays, but I'm not going to blame it on the holidays. Honestly, I've been going through a lot of emotional changes and a lot of instabilities in my life overall and a lot of changes, and that triggers me always into want to find stability in food. So I did turn a lot to food over these last few weeks to give me that comfort. But the good thing is I know how to get in shape. That's my expertise. I'm going to share with you girls everything that I'm doing to really get back on track. So if you've fallen off of track, this is the perfect video series for you. If you're looking to lose weight and feel better about yourself, you're going to learn some really important habits that are really effective for that. My routine and the Fit with Kimberly lifestyle is built to live your healthiest, leanest, feeling your best, most energized body. So I'm just going to get back on that, and I'm going to show you girls exactly what I'm doing. The first thing that I did was wake up at 6 a.m. Being a morning person for me is essential to living a healthy lifestyle because you're able to get the self-care done before the day starts. I find that with work, with family, with all the other responsibilities that we have in life, if you don't take the morning for yourself, it never comes. So I make sure to wake up at 6. I did those non-negotiable essentials for me, which was pray, face cold plunge, and drink glowing greens. Those 3 things for me just shock my system. I'm someone that does not wake up with a lot of energy. I'm not a morning person naturally. And if I have like a warm, cozy drink, like I want to go back to sleep. So the cold for me in the morning, although it's not the nicest feeling, it really does shock my system, wake me up, and get me ready for the day. So those were the first 3 things that we did. I cannot talk before I do those 3 things. Glowing Greens, if you girls don't know, is the supplement that I designed. There's 30 fruits and vegetables, caffeine from green tea, so it gives me energy without the crash though that coffee sometimes will give me. And there's fiber in here to help me go to the bathroom. I go straight to the bathroom when I drink this in the morning. And there's 160 milligrams of vitamin C. It's just a superfood drink to make me feel really good, and I love to mix it with orange juice and ice so it's cold. We're gonna go now on a fasted walk. So I mean, there's 30 calories in Glowing Greens, and orange juice there's probably like 50. If it's under 100 calories, 120 I think the rule is, it's still considered fasted. So this is just the one thing that I have before I walk, but no food. We're gonna go on a 35 to 45 minute power walk outside. Fasted cardio is one of the quickest ways to jumpstart your metabolism, to boost your digestion, and to lose some extra stored fat. So I'm also going to show you girls my body throughout this video, and I want you girls to understand that I know what my best optimizing my potential is, and my best body and my best lifestyle looks like. So for some of you girls who are looking at this, you might be like, there's nothing you need to change about yourself, or this isn't about changing my body, this is about optimizing my potential as a person, which I know what that is, and every person is different. It's okay, like I'm not upset, I'm not angry. I have put on some extra fat because of the emotional stress that I've been going through. I'm holding on to water, I'm puffy, I have it on the back of my arms. I'll just show you girls. It's really not anything dramatic, but for me, this is not how I feel my best. So I have some going on here. My stomach is flat, but I love to have like full ab definition and 6-pack vibes, and I know exactly how to do that. So I just need to get more control of my routine and my emotions. So I wanted to just show you girls this process. Wherever you are in your journey, you can hopefully pull inspiration from all these habits that I'm going to share with you. But this is not about just like losing weight. This is about living a healthy life that you feel really good and you have energy to achieve all your goals and dreams in life. And I'm being honest, I have felt like garbage the last few weeks, months, maybe, to be honest. So we're just gonna kick it off. And if you girls have questions, of course, comment below, and let's go do a little fasted power walk. You know what impresses me whenever I'm out early is how many people are out and up early. Like, there is a whole world out there of early birds, and it's nice to be a part of, and it does give me more energy. It's crazy. The more you do, the more energy you get. It's like a snowball effect. So I've been here before. I know the first few days are challenging, but after that you just get more and more energy, more and more momentum. So if you girls are feeling like, oh, you just can't do it, you can do it. And if you have a treadmill, definitely would go on a treadmill, or ideally you find a nice hike or trail outside that you can walk on. I find the fresh air, the sound of the birds, the stillness is like such a nice way to wake up. So if you have nothing else that you're capable of doing workout wise, like a gym or a class, just walk. Another thing I make sure to do in the mornings is plan what I'm having for lunch and maybe dinner. So today I'm gonna make a whole roasted chicken. This was frozen, so I need to de-thaw it. Building your dream life, your dream body, losing weight, it really comes down to planning and thinking ahead of time. Like if I didn't know I was gonna have this for lunch, lunchtime comes around and I'm so hungry and I just eat whatever's in sight. So I know that about myself and I make sure to plan ahead, which is, I think, crucial for anyone who's trying to lose weight or feel better. I'm also gonna make sure we have what I need for the salad. I always make a big salad with lunch. Yes, we have tons of vegetables. And then for our carb, we love to do beans or legumes or berries. So I always have this, these are garbanzo, these are black beans. I always have like pre-made ready bulk items to make cooking really easy, but we've been eating those for the last few days. So I'm gonna probably do lentils today, which will be delicious with the roasted chicken and a salad. So I'm gonna get this out so I know what I'm cooking. And I also, another big thing that I love to do when I cook my grains is use a bone broth. So you get the extra nutrients in there, the protein, the collagen. So I'll put that out. Here's lunch so I can mentally take note. I'm sure you girls are in college or you work or you have a family and you have a lot on your plate. I know I do. I run my company with Kingery from home. So the key with losing weight and managing like your work home life situation is just planning ahead. I know that I have a meeting at 9 a.m. It's 8:34. So I'm gonna quickly go shower, get ready, and then start my Zoom calls while I drink a lot of water all morning long, and then I'll make breakfast when I have a break after my meeting. So I prioritize my wellness before my meeting. I can't spend my whole morning doing wellness activities. So it's really important that you delegate the time and you are realistic with it and you don't put all of this pressure on yourself to like feel like you have to do everything. Just take breaks, take pauses, be mentally aware, patient, kind with yourself, but as long as you're just doing at least one thing in a day that's looking after your needs, that's already a big start. So I'm having my go-to lean body breakfast, which is beans, egg whites, pre-shredded cabbage. This took me 5 minutes to make. You girls saw I already had the beans in my fridge and I just whipped up the egg whites and put a little hot sauce on here. If I have zero time in the morning to make breakfast, like 30 seconds, I'll make a protein smoothie with our vanilla protein. If I have like 5 minutes, this is my go-to. Whipping up quick, healthy meals is one of my passions and specialties. So we had a change of plans. Well, things just took longer than I thought. And the rotisserie chicken takes 2 hours to make and you want to make sure that's really well cooked. So we're going to make that for dinner instead. Here's the chicken. So for lunch, I'm going to still make the lentils because these only take a few minutes to make, and I'm going to make a steak. Steak, girls, is so easy to make. I just didn't know how to make one. I feel like I had never learned properly, but I put it here in water. So I buy most of my meat and I keep it frozen. It's just convenient and more cost effective that way. So we're gonna start on the lentils, and then all we do with that steak, I'm gonna show you guys, is we just sear it front back with butter, some herbs, rosemary and thyme, salt and pepper. That's it. And then we'll make our salad, which also takes no time. But let's start on these lentils. I'm using a garlic infused olive oil. This is one of my cooking hacks, is you put in your olive oil about 5 or 6 garlic cloves. So you don't have to spend the tedious time chopping up garlic for almost every meal. There's also so many great health benefits for immunity with garlic. So I love to cook with it, but it does take a lot of time doing a little dicing situation. So this just makes everything have the flavor. Now all we're gonna do is, I'm soaking the lentils in warm water for about 10 minutes. This helps them cook faster and also cleans them off. Girls, I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious steak. First, you're gonna make the meat room temperature, dry it off with napkins, and And you're gonna cover it with salt and pepper. The key is to let the pan get very, very hot before you sear it, so it just gets crispy on the outside. So I'm gonna do a drizzle of the garlic infused olive oil, garlic, thyme, and rosemary. And then we're gonna sear it and add a bunch of butter all around it. Have our veggies, legumes, and a big delicious piece of crispy meat. Let's start with the cover proposals. I'm so cold. Yeah, we need the prices. I'm cold. We're at minute 50 of our 60-minute run. I'm so uncomfortable. I've dreaded every minute of this run. But we are the girls that when we have goals, we don't complain, we don't whine, we just do it. So when you have something you want to achieve in your mind, the most important part is sticking to it. It's going to be uncomfortable at times, it's going to be easy at other times. In order to achieve great things, above average things, you have to go through those moments of uncomfortability, which so many people aren't willing to go through. We did it. 1 hour and 1 minute. Lifting combined with cardio is essential, so I'm gonna take my post-lift smoothie, which I made before I came here. Sometimes I do my lift first, and then I do cardio. Other days I do my cardio first, and then my lift. The most important thing is just doing what's sustainable and what you can enjoy. This way, if I need to go run some errands or buy some groceries or get food, I don't look like a complete disaster and I won't break out. Scope is a canine police dog and Grammars is a cuddle dog. So we have one dog for each occasion. Whenever we want to go on adventures or do like outdoor activities, we take Scopies, and Grammars we watch movies with, and we do the chill plans with Grammies. Easy Scope, easy Scope. That's a good boy. Down. That's a good boy. Free heel. That's a good boy. Down. You're so smart. You are so smart. You are. Yes. Go to your climb. Good boy, you're so smart. You guys, he's insanely smart. It's crazy. We have meal prepped chicken breast that I'm just gonna shred. I don't like to overcomplicate things. I just like to have clean, simple, easy nutrition and ready to go meals. So I cook chicken breast at the beginning of each week on Sundays typically. Today I just shredded it, so now I have this shredded chicken I can throw on salads or heat it up and like add different seasonings. And then I have for today's lunch that chicken ready. Frozen cauliflower rice, so easy and practical. I have leftover, so I'm gonna heat this up with lunch. And then my new obsession that you guys are probably gonna think is really gross. I think I was traumatized by canned tuna when I was a child. I think I had those little tuna packs with like the crackers in them, and I don't know, something must have happened to me in my early years. It gave me a really bad memory, but I just started to eat canned tuna again. And this pre-made, just microwavable rice is another one of my favorites. So for lunch, I'm gonna have shredded chicken with cauliflower rice and a salad. It is being made over here. And then while I cook lunch, I always prep dinner because I just like to kill two birds with one stone. And I'm gonna have for dinner this microwavable rice and this canned tuna with some greens. I'll make a little salad for that so that I know it's dinner. Now, obviously this has maybe some extra preservatives or additives that aren't great for us, but when you're in a time crunch and you can't wait 2 hours for rice, it's a very practical solution. So I'm all about just having practical, realistic solutions to make wellness attainable and actually doable. So we have lunch and dinner going. This will be my lunch plus the salad over here. We'll share that, my boyfriend and I. My boyfriend's gonna have this beef patty, which I'm gonna add those sliced tomatoes onto. And I'm cooking some bacon for his healthy little burger as well. He's trying to build lots of muscle. I'm trying to lean out as he grows now, so I'm sticking to leaner proteins right now. We have this, which will be an option for lunch or for dinner. These veggies will be for dinner, and then we're both gonna have canned tuna for dinner, just to simplify everything. So that's how we do it. We always start with salad first. It's the best for digestion, absorbing nutrients. I just put our snacks in the fridge to have for later, so I'm done in the kitchen. Like, I organized everything. We had lunch, dinner's prepped, and so is our snack, which is berries, nut butter, and 100% cacao chips. Dinner is ready. Canned tuna for me with steamed green veggies. I made my boyfriend a tuna salad with black beans and then some tomatoes I didn't want to waste that were left over from lunch. Sparkling water. I always put deep bloat pills out for both of us to take before we go to bed. I always keep them on the kitchen table as well as next to my bed and everywhere else. You know you're losing weight when you wake up starving. Oh my gosh, I feel like I could barely crawl out of bed. I had dinner at 6 p.m. last night and woke up, went straight to the bathroom thanks to the deep bloat pills, and I'm like, I feel like I'm crawling to the kitchen. This in the morning just revitalizes me. Also, it helps boost my metabolism from the caffeine from the green tea, gives me the energy. It also does like curb my appetite a little bit. After I drink this, I don't feel as hungry, but I'm still definitely gonna eat. I'm gonna prep right now my boyfriend's snack, which he loves sourdough. And sourdough is great when you're trying to build muscle or like build your body. 4th cup of oats. Shredded cabbage with 2 egg whites, a 4th cup of oats with a lot of water. That makes it more voluminous, but it keeps the calories lower. Blueberries, almond butter, raw almond butter, no additives. And then we have our glowing greens, which is just the best ever to wake up to. Like I always tell you girls, it all comes down to planning. So I know that I'm having this breakfast right now, and then I'm probably not gonna have a post-workout smoothie. Yesterday I did a fasted breakfast into my workouts and then have the post-workout smoothie. So now because I have time, and I'm starving, I'm gonna sit down and have a solid breakfast before my workouts. And then I'm gonna go straight into lunch after my workout. So I'm not gonna have the smoothie as well. I already took out the protein that I'm gonna cook for lunch. I know what I'm cooking for lunch. I'm taking the time to just like plan my eating schedule for the day. Now, if I didn't have time to sit down and eat and like cook, even though this took like 10 minutes, but if I literally had no minutes, I would make a protein smoothie and drink that on the way to work or school or wherever I was going, the same one that I make post-workout. I would just swap that for this breakfast. You can also add glowing greens into the breakfast smoothies, which I do sometimes too. But today, this is what breakfast is looking like. And so it's important to be flexible with your life, but have like key concepts. So one of my key concepts is planning ahead my food and making all of my plates well balanced. So there's always greens, carbs, proteins, fats. Girls, for my workouts, it's the same concept as I plan everything before, because I don't want to just get to the gym and just sit there and not do anything, which happens to me if I don't plan it ahead of time. So I've been working on a workout app. There's 500 workouts here. This is just on my camera roll, but I'm gonna plan my workout that I'm doing right now. That's the whole point of this workout app, is to make it very convenient, easy to follow. It's the whole point of this, because I know the gym can be like a complicated situation for most of us. Was spectacular. So my lift was upper focused, upper body, and it was about 40 minutes. And then I did 30 minutes going ham on the elliptical. It's day 3. I'm feeling already more snatched, like my face shape. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like getting more definition. I did wake up with breakouts today, which is normal from detoxifying and just eating super, super clean again. So my skin will break out for like 2 or 3 days. And then after that, it's gonna be like glowing. It's amazing. Fresh and clean. You girls deserve to be fresh and clean all the time. We have another lean body breakfast. It's not so aesthetically pleasing or complicated, but I think that's what it takes to get in shape, is just like realistic, practical solutions for your daily life. So that's a little breakdown. We have our pre-shredded cabbage. I literally took leftover turkey meat and crisped it with some butter, added leftover beans that I had in my fridge and spinach, and then added 2 egg whites on top of it to make like a scramble situation. 4 berries with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. We have my favorite morning drink, my weight loss goals, and my hair, skin, and nails just glow different. So here's our morning breakfast. It's the weekend, so I decided to book myself a little self-care Saturday, which are my favorite. For me, sauna is my favorite thing because you just lay there and you sweat and it's so easy, and you can find like a good little wellness center around you. There's normally places that have really good deals and really good packages. It's my dream to get a sauna in my house. I used to have one, but since I moved, I haven't been able to get a new one, but I found a great wellness center, Blue Hub. This sauna is great because it's spacious. A lot of places have like just like a tiny little one where you can't lay down. I love this one. So I put my legs up, I can lay down. They have like the normal heat sauna, but then these are the infrared panels, which are my favorite. I already took my Tutti Bloat pills, which I don't know if you girls know or not, but these are my biggest life-saving supplement. There's probiotics, digestive enzymes, and magnesium. So now I'm trying to lose some extra bloat going on. They are a game changer for my face. Really, I hold on. Really, when I'm stressed and like my emotional triggers make my face blow like a puffer fish from the cortisol. So these help me just not only have amazing digestion, but the stress, the hormones that so many of us women deal with on a daily basis, it supports me in that. And we always have hormone changes going on no matter what age of life we are. And those just help me stay feeling really good through all of those changes. Okay, I'm dripping sweat. My mood is boosted. I feel like I just ran so long and had like a post-runner's high, but I literally just laid there, the dream. Girls, I wanted to end this video with a little chat. First off, I'm feeling so good. My muscle definition is coming through, my skin is clearing, my hair is long and healthy, my nails are strong, and that's all about healthy habits and the reflection of the daily choices that I make. Now, more importantly than our physical results is our mental ones and how we show up in the world. So for me, it's nice to have physical aesthetic goals, but then also have ones that are way more deeper and meaningful, like having energy so I can perform best in my job, so I can be a healthy mother one day, so I can just show up as my most confident self and get the most out of life. So when you have physical goals, it's important to make sure that that's backed by deeper, more profound subjects, because if it's just superficial, it won't last. So take the time to reflect on that. I am putting together a very easy to follow app that's gonna have detoxes, programs, workouts, recipes. So that's gonna be coming soon for you girls, so you can apply this lifestyle in your life in a very realistic way. I mean, women, we also gain weight for so many reasons, hormones. For me, mostly I feel like it's stress, like lack of stability. I think us women need stability, and we have to be the ones to provide that stability for ourselves. I think it's really backed by our routine. So routine is everything. Feeling safe so that we can be uncomfortable, I think, is so important. Like, I knew after that hard run that I did that I was so uncomfortable doing the run that I was gonna go home, and I knew which lunch I was gonna have, and so I was able to get through that uncomfortable moment. But I would not be able to do that while I was traveling or like uncertain with things going on in my life. So sometimes it's not the right time to lose weight. We have to make sure our environment can support it. Sometimes we need to just deal with work or deal with the emotional problems first, which is something that I did. I first dealt with my emotional stuff, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to take this on. So knowing that that's what it takes. If you girls need support, tools, I'm here for you. This is why I've built this community. This is my passion of life, is helping you girls optimize your potential so you can get the most out of life. And we have products to support you: protein, de-bloat greens on my website, www.billykramer.com. You can get 25% off with code YouTube at checkout, which is huge. Also, if you subscribe, you get 20% off every single month, and you get access to our subscriber group chat on WhatsApp, which I am in there daily giving you girls support and tools. So feel free to DM me on Instagram, whatever you need. I'm here. I love you, and I'll see you girls next week. Bye.